Hey guys, it's COREROSS, and today we've got a CGI cinematic showing off Thatcher's new gadget and his new weapon. So let's watch it and then break it all down. And this video will also include all the information you need about the new season, like launch dates and stuff like that.
I hate to say it, but I needed it. An upgrade was in order, but I had a request. Make it more precise. Now, I'll show you what an old-timer can do.
So there we go, that is Thatcher's remaster along with his new weapon as well. Let's break the whole thing down. So we begin in a darkened environment. We've got Thatcher's mask, alongside it is an EMP grenade. And of course we know that as his main gadget right now. Next up we have him tinkering with a long range scope. And he says, I hate to say it, but I needed it. And we'll see what he's referring to shortly. Then we get a really nice shot of him holding this brand new gun. Now I kind of thought this was a G3 type weapon, but I'm not perfect on my weapons. So I asked my comment section with the last video where we got a teaser shot of it, if anyone could identify it. And a commenter called Varen said this is the MSG-90, a military and lighter version of the PSG-1. And certainly looking up pictures of it, it looks to be exactly the same weapon. And this weapon will be classified as a DMR in Rainbow Six Siege, which makes sense. Thatcher already has 2 assault rifles, so getting another one was probably unlikely. Thatcher then moves on to say, an upgrade was in order, but I had a request. The camera then pans over some photos, a radio, some binoculars, and a porthole. So he's on his ship, the Iron Maggie. We then pan down and we see his brand new gadget laid out in a very cool schematic. Have the logo of Nighthaven's development lab, which is run by OSA. So I'm always like, what the heck is going on with Nighthaven? Are they actually working with Team Rainbow? Are they not? Are they still kind of a bit of an antagonist? You know, as the team that went away with Nighthaven, are they returned? Are they working with Team Rainbow? Are they still 2 separate teams working together, working against each other? I got no freaking clue. Anyway, we actually see him assembling an EMP grenade into what looks to be a magazine for this new launcher. So I really like the integration of his original gadget into the new one. So even though the EMP grenade that we've known for 10 years is going away, it's still a little bit there, and I like that they've done that in the design. And then we switch to kind of a testing area of sorts where he's in his full gear. He's got his brand new launcher out. He plugs in the magazine, which is the EMP grenade, and then he fires this off, and it looks to be a expanding sphere that comes out of it. So basically a cone of attack that he's firing out, and it impacts electrical gadgets. And of course, just like the old Thatcher EMP, it goes through surfaces and disables them. So at this point, I'd love to know what you actually think, because I've played this new remaster of Thatcher as of a few days ago, and I'm curious how the player base is going to react, because like this is literally a 10-year-old operator who has changed over the years, but not dramatically. And I'm curious what people think of the original cast of operators, the non-DLC ops, getting a remaster like this. The closest, of course, we've got is someone like Janka, but I think everyone agreed he kind of needed it. And I'm guessing that if I was to ask people who should get a remaster, Thatcher probably would not be number 1. Like, to me, IQ would be number 1. I think she needs some love. However, the thing about remastering Thatcher here is, of course, he is all about helping the hard breachers. And that means that you're then dramatically changing how hard breachers are going to interact with Thatcher here. And of course, you've got the old combo, right? Thermite and Thatcher teaming up together. That's a 10-year-old combo. So with how this guy works, shooting through surfaces at gadgets, probably still going to be a very good combo with Thermite, depending on how exactly it works. But yeah, this remaster comes with a lot of risks. You've got that Thermite Thatcher combo and the extremely high potential of controversy with it all. But that leads us into the next part of the video. So we'll go over the details so you know what's coming. The full reveal for this season is going to be on the 16th of November. So there'll be a live stream for that on the 16th. I'll be live streaming that myself. And then, of course, that means also you'll get gameplay stuff from content creators and stuff on the Sunday too. Then on either Monday or Tuesday, there'll be a test server that comes up, usually runs for 2 weeks. If that's the case, it'll then launch on December 2nd. And then December itself should be a very interesting month for Rainbow Six Siege because we have the Year 10 event, which will celebrate Rainbow Six Siege's 10th birthday. Now, I don't know exactly when that's going to go live, but my guess would be that it will run over Christmas. So the best bet is it launches something like the 10th of December, runs until maybe the 31st, but it also could boot up a little bit later, maybe on the 17th or something like that. And I think there will not be a Christmas event this year. We've also got another playlist that should boot up in December, and that is Testing Grounds, which is essentially a mini test server within the game. So that means console players and PC players can try it out, and this will be when the new season has already launched. It's going to be testing armor and health, and that's all we know about it. We don't know exactly what that means, if it's maybe just changing some operators' armors and health around, or the entire system itself. And players will then be able to play it, give feedback, and that will then change how that feature develops, and then be released at some point in year 11. And that'll be the first of many testing grounds they plan to add, where they'll test new features in the live game so that everyone can have a go at testing stuff. That'll then lead us into January, which is usually a little bit of a boring month, and then we go into February, where we have the SI, the full reveal of year 11, new roadmap and all that. And they say that this season we're getting right now at the end of year 10 is going to be kind of a good framework of what we're going to be getting in year 11. So if you end up enjoying this season, then it'll be good news for year 11. Whereas if you think, this is a bit of a weak season, then year 11 might be disappointing too. I'll also mention, if you haven't noticed already, go on to the R6 website, go to esports, and then go to predictions, and you can make predictions on the esports stuff that's happening and get yourself a couple of like alpha packs and maybe an exclusive skin and such. There's also Twitch drops on for all the pro stuff that's going on right now as well. Oh yeah, and I almost forgot, there's a map rework too. So we're getting Fortress, and we have now seen footage of it, nice little teaser video, and it looks gorgeous. Fortress has always been a beautiful map, and that'll be coming out with the new season, so I'm looking forward to it. And I've always loved it, but it's never been the most competitive map. This reworked version will be getting added into the ranked playlist, and I assume it probably will come to Pro League and stuff as well. And it's also just been a very, very long time since we last had a map rework, so I'm quite happy to get it. But anyway, that leads us into the conclusion of this video. So we've pretty much seen all there is now of the Thatcher remaster. We've seen his new weapon, we've seen his new gadget, we've seen that of course it fires and goes through surfaces, and it has a nice homage to his EMP grenades by using them as ammo for this new weapon. So let me know in the comments below what you think of this Thatcher remaster, his new weapon, the reworked map, and everything you've seen today, along with the future for Rainbow Six Siege. Like I say, December should actually be quite a busy month for content, and then we'll probably have a really quiet January, and then I cannot wait to see what year 11 roadmap ends up looking like. Anyway guys, thanks for watching, and I'll catch you next time.